All right, YouTube, I am here with your 7.0 updates. So let me go ahead and get my camera set up over on TikTok so they can see what's going on too. I'm going to go ahead and start the live there. So you can't see my face, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So 7.0 update. It's just a few things, but a few things that I think are awesome. Let me get started in that way. Well, I guess that can be our first feature that we go over. So everybody knows you can do a spread on Nail Design Studio. Oops, I did not have the camera facing it for YouTube. I mean, for TikTok. Sorry, y'all. I know you're like, what the hell? What are we looking at? Okay, so everybody knows you can do a spread. This is not technically a spread, but the feature that I'm about to show you will work for any images you have in your nails. So let me actually clear these out and then I'm gonna do a spread just so we can have that together. I'm actually gonna upload this time instead of using the image search. So let me just find our cloud image and we're gonna use that as a spread for these short stilettos and we're gonna apply them. Okay, so now we got our spread. Of course, we have our global transform that's on where you can move everything around at one time. Now you will be able to touch your nails together in a spread so you can see what they would look like side by side. It looks a lot better with the square version, but they will touch together. I am trying at the last hour to make them touch at the tips for stiletto. But for right now, this is how it's going to look when you use that feature that is coming out. So you would just click the touching feature right here. This is a button. Just click that and it'll put them together. If you unclick it, it will separate them. And of course, you can still use your global transform to move everything around if you need to. If you end up changing the length or something like that, or even the shape, and your stuff doesn't quite fit, use your global transform to zoom in and to expand it. Thank you for liking the live over on TikTok. If you want to see the full screen view, I am live also on the Red app. I have a link to it in my profile. If you scroll all the way, if you tap the link in my profile and then scroll all the way to the bottom, you can get to my Red app live stream if you want to see the full screen view. But back to you guys over on the Red app. So that is our touching feature. Same thing with all of the different sizes. Now it does work in the spread, but like I was showing you before, even if you just have single images in each nail, you can still make the nails touch to see how they would look side by side. So that is a feature that is dropping today with the 7.0 update. But yeah, so let me show you what it would look like if you just add some random images. We're gonna use our image search and I'm just gonna quickly throw some images in here, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna put a different image on each nail pretty much. Let's see, we'll do a galaxy. I don't like that one. Let's do this one on the index. Oops, I guess we could do a French. Let's just do a French since we're here. Let's do a French since I clicked it. We'll put that on the middle finger and we'll give that a base color. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna just duplicate some of the other nails. So I'll put that on the ring finger and then I'll copy the index to the pinky. Okay, cool. So we got that duplicated and our touching feature now, I think I probably need to edit the code a little bit because I do want the middle finger to touch just the same way and be aligned with that. So that's something I need to put on my to-do list for last minute bug fixes because yeah, French needs to align when touching. I just needed to make a note. All right, cool. So that's good to know. It's good that we test these things out. So I'm gonna get rid of our middle finger and I'm gonna duplicate one of the other fingers to it. Okay, cool. So now you see they're all touching each other. Thank you guys for the likes over on TikTok. I appreciate you. And if you have questions over on the Red app, I can see your questions. So just feel free to type them in the chat over there if you are watching on the Red app. And if you are on TikTok and you want to see the full screen, please go ahead and follow me or subscribe over there, and you can see the full screen of what I'm doing versus this little snippet you get on here. Thanks for liking the live. Okay, so that's our spread feature. That is a feature that is coming up. I'm going to put it back the normal way. Now, our next feature for our next magic trick, I do take a lot of suggestions in the app for different features, updates to features, all that kind of stuff. So now there is going to be a suggestion built right in. Oh, you can get this Latina Athena. Latina Athena, or is it Latina Athena? I don't know. I don't want to mispronounce your name. You can get it by going to my profile and then tapping that very first link once you get into my profile. That's how you can access it. It is a web-based app, so you can use it on any device. It does not matter if you are iPhone or Android. If you're using a laptop, desktop, phone, tablet, doesn't matter. You can use it everywhere that you have an internet connection. But yeah, that's how you get it if you go to my profile. So just tap my picture in the upper left corner of this live and then tap it a second time. That will take you to my profile, and it should be smooth sailing from there. Okay, so we have our suggestion right in here in Nail Design Studio. So instead of me having to take suggestions via text, via email, via DM, and all the other different ways, or even on my live stream, sometimes I get suggestions. This is going to be a way for me to keep them all together in one place. So this is built in, and you just hover your finger or your mouse over it, and you can click that green button. I'm going to open it in a new tab so I don't lose my test environment. And it's going to open up a form that lets you suggest features and different updates you want to see. So essentially, you just put your email in there. I don't know why I have email twice. It's backwards. I got to just switch some stuff around. And then you'll put your feature suggestion in there and click submit. So that is new and coming to Nail Design Studio today with today's update. Okay, so you'll be able to do your update feature requests right in the app. Okay, so that's one thing that is coming. Another thing that is coming to the 7.0 update is the pin feature has gotten an update for the text. So let's go ahead and open that up so you can see how that's gonna look. We are going to click on our text button. So the text got introduced last week in last week's update. And for anybody that's new here, I do update at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. This week it was twice. There was a minor update on Tuesday, and now this is going to be our bigger update today. There was already text in here. You can, of course, upload text if you don't like the font choices that are already there, or you can use what's already there. For the purpose of this, I'm going to just use what's already there. I'm going to click a font. I'm going to type Orlando Nail Tech, which I don't really even need to type it because I've typed it so many times. It's already remembering I typed it. I'm going to apply that to the left index finger. So it's going to be this finger here. Sorry, I had to move the camera for my TikTok people. And TikTok, if you have questions, you can also ask questions in the chat too. I can see your questions. But yeah, so I'm going to put it on the index finger on the left hand. So that LI means left index, left middle, you get it, so on and so forth. I'm going to make the text white because this is kind of dark, so I need to be able to see the text. And then I'm going to click stamp text on nail. Okay, so you can see it's really small there. I'm going to get rid of our pen tool, and then I'm going to click on our text. So you can move it around, you can drag it around, but there's also this box that pops up that lets you adjust the size, make it bigger, you can rotate it. That was already there, but what is new now is you can also arch the text. So you can arch it that way, you can arch it this way, you know, you can bend the text pretty much. So it's kind of like some text effects are going to be added. So that is a good thing if you really want to, you know, do some different stuff with it. Now, I don't know. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay. So there's our Orlando Nail Tech. It's arched. You can still rotate it if you want to. So if I wanted to like rotate that and put it at the cuticle, make it a little smaller, I could totally like watermark my images and stuff. So that is one of the features. And then you also are able, let me put it back normal. So non-arched, I'm going to put it back to 0. Now I am using my mouse, so it's not as precise, but it's fine. Okay, so we're going to put it back to 0. I'm going to rotate it this way so I can show you the other text effects that you can add now. You also can add a background square or rectangle. I'm going to change the color behind it so you can actually still see my text. So now you can add a square background to it. You can also adjust the padding. So if you want it like closer to the text, you can. If you want more of the background around surrounding the text, you can drag that and make it bigger. So those are the things you can do with that. You can also add an outline. So, just drag that line and you can add an outline. You also can change that color of the outline. So if you click that and let's just make the outline pink. Now our outline is pink. You can make it thicker, you can make it smaller, and it works in conjunction with the rectangle. If you do the little pill thing, it's gonna look like that and it looks rounded. So those are some new features coming to the Nail Design Studio as far as the things you can do with the text. So now you'll be able to art your text, you can put backgrounds on it, and you can do an outline to it. Those things were not there before. So that's awesome. And you can still copy a nail in all the text that's on the nail. So if I click copy on that left index and put it on the right index, you can see that it's on there now. Oops, I'm clicking the wrong thing. Right index. There we go. So now you see it copied everything that was on there, and you can still drag everything around and adjust it if you want to. All right, so that is feature number whatever. I don't know. I lost count. Let me make sure I'm putting everything together. All right, and then our last feature. Now, I was saying on live yesterday, I wasn't sure if I wanted to, she said, just joined. What? Hey, Brandy Thornton, never saw this before. Yes, this is Nail Design Studio. This is the app that I created. I am Orlando Nail Tech, also known as your favorite creative, also known as the Techie Nail Tech. This app is 100% web-based. So you can use it on literally any device, meaning you can use it on a phone, a laptop, a tablet, an iPad, desktop, doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter if you have Android or iPhone or Mac or Windows computer, doesn't matter. You can use it on literally any app. Hey, TikTok, can y'all like it up a little bit more? I feel like I only got 356 likes, and that's making me sad. So if y'all could just not make me sad and tap the screen and give me some more likes, that would be amazing. Thank you guys. But yeah, so this app is out and available. Like I said, it's web-based. So as long as you have an internet connection and a screen, you can use this app. I'm just going over what is being updated because I'm simultaneously live on the Red app because I do an update video every time I release an update, which is about once a week, but sometimes it's twice a week. So I'm live on 2 platforms right now because I usually put a video there if somebody wants to see how to use the new updated features. So once I'm done showing the updated features for TikTok, if you guys want to see all the other features that come with Nail Design Studio, I can get into the stuff that's already in the app and not part of the update. So yeah. So our next update, and I was on live yesterday and I wasn't quite sure if I was going to release this as an update, but I think I'm going to do it. I'm gonna just do it. And if it needs to be tweaked, it needs to be tweaked. So I just copied that one hand to the other hand, just so I'll have 10 nails to show you this next feature that is coming for today's update. So there is a feature now that is going to let you order your designed decals straight from the app. So what is going to happen is it will create an order. Your order will be sent to me. I will create your actual sheet of decals and send them out to you. So this will be a physical product, basically. You will design your nails right in Nail Design Studio, and then you'll go through the ordering process if you want to. $9.99 a set is actually going to be $9.99 a sheet. So you'll get an entire sheet of decals. Now this one is, let me get this other one. So essentially, if you do your decals, they will come out and you'll get however many fit on one sheet. So these are actually super long. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 sets. But if you had shorter ones, you would obviously get more sets on one sheet of nail decals. And you don't have to worry about buying the paper yourself or anything like that. Thank you for the heart, me, Kiana. Thank you for the Go Populars. Appreciate you. Hey, hey, hey. So essentially you'll click the button, it will open up a panel like this, and you'll have your shape that you chose and your length, and then you'll get 10 decals in each set, and then there'll be multiple sets on one sheet. I do need to tweak this slightly just so it's clearer on what you're getting. You'll have all your measurements here so you know exactly how big your decals are going to be. And you can order up to however many sheets you want to. So if you want 10 sheets, you could put 10 sheets in there, and then it's $9.99 a sheet. So you get a whole sheet of decals for $9.99. And then if you have special instructions or you want to add something in there, you'll have a notes area. You can put your email in there. I'm just going to put Orlando Nail Tech or something. That's fine. And then you'll approve it. Okay. So that's how that would work. Thank you for the likes, y'all. We got to 1,000 likes. Appreciate you. And then you're going to go ahead and click add to cart and checkout. I'm going to also, actually, let me just click it, and then it'll download your design automatically to your device. And as you can see in the cart, it has your quantity. You selected 10, it came up to that much. So that would be 10 sheets of decals. So that is a feature that is on the way for the 7.0 update. So let me go back to my test environment. So yeah, that is pretty much it on the new features for this week. So YouTube, I'm going to stop the broadcast over there because you guys have seen the updates. And I'm going